Welcome guys back to our channel. So today we are going to start with the first part of the food on barrel, which is this one I showed you in the video of the intro, so make sure to watch it before watching this. So today we will start by making this barrel. I'll be using some reference images and I will put them in the description below. So let's get started. So I will be using Blender 3.5 Alpha, their newest version. They just released it yesterday, and so let's get started. Of course, we will open a new file, and then A to select everything and X to delete. So the food barrel. So now, of course, we will add the reference images. Shift A as usual, image and then reference. So we will add the barrel 1 and then the barrel 2, and of course deselect it. Deselect the align to view and then load the reference images. So this is our first image, and I will just rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis and grab it to the side. Add the second one. So RX 90 and then grab it to the side. So while using these reference images, we will make and model our own. So I was saying we will start with a cube. So maybe we can start with a cube or a cylinder. So the best way is to start with a cylinder because the barrel is closer, like the shape is closer to a cylinder than a cube. A cube would also work, but it might be harder to model, so that's why we're going to use the cylinder. So grab it on the z-axis and then scale it up a bit. Scale it more, and then tap to go to edit mode, and then Alt Z for the X-ray mode. And now we will select the bottom vertices and then grab them down on the z-axis, just like that. And then we're hitting 1 on our number pad for the X view, and we will scale down our barrel from the top and the bottom a bit. But before scaling down, we will add some loop cuts. So Control R and then use your mouse wheel to increase the amount. So for now, I'll add 4, and after you click with the left button of the mouse, click with the right button to deselect them. Now you will select the top and bottom vertex and just scale them down a little bit. Just like that. So we have pretty much the same shape, but now it looks very unusual. So we will just subdivide it by right clicking and then subdivide only one time, and then tab and then Alt Z to get out of the X-ray mode, and then select your barrel. Go to the modifiers, but before we add modifier, let's just change the name to barrel. Now let's go to the modifiers and add the subdivision surface. Let's increase the level of on the viewport, and you can see we have this weird looking star face. So we can just solve that by hitting Alt and selecting the first loop, or you can just go to the face select mode and then select the first and the face, the top face and the bottom face with the shift, and then I to inset. So we can see by hitting I that shape is going. So we won't zoom in a lot or zoom out a lot, like in the middle. but you can see it, you can still see the face. So we can change the place of it because we can still see the shapes of that weird looking star, and by hitting GG 2 times we can change the shape. We can scale it in and out, so I will scale it in, and that almost fixed it. We won't focus on the top a lot because we'll be throwing a cloth on it and it won't be appearing so much in the scene, and because of the camera will be zoomed in a lot than zooming out, so that's why. And the bottom, we shouldn't like focus on things that won't come in the scene. Sometimes people and the beginners often do a lot of details in small things, but when they render it they won't see the end result like they wanted. So by that we have fixed the problem. Now we will just right click and shade smooth, but that looks a bit weird, so I will just increase or decrease the subdivisions viewport, but we won't do it for now. So we can change the shape more. So let's go to the edge select mode and then select this edge, and shift select the bottom two by hitting alt and shift. Now we will scale them out, and you have to enable proportional editing. That's on the top here, and then let's scale them down. You can use your mouse wheel to adjust the effect of it, just like that. And we will select this face and grab it down, just like that. Also the bottom one. So that looks better. And okay, now it's time to make the what do we call that, the metal I don't know, but that circular thing around the barrels. And select your barrel, tap to go to edit mode. Now I will just make this one since I like it better than this one. This one looks very simple. This one looks like better, I guess. So we will make the first two rings and the bottom two because they're both same. We will use the same technique for the top and the bottom. So it's very simple. We're just going to do Control R here, and we will do it almost. We will do two. This is one here and one here. Okay, and the same thing here, but we're going to do it one. So these are the two, but no need to select them now. We will go to the bottom edge, and we'll add a loop cut here, here, and here. So let me just show you real quick how it would look like. Now we will do the two rings that one of them is above the middle and the second one is under the middle. So we will select this one, this one and this one. That looks good to me. So now we need to separate them, but before separation we will do Shift D and then right click, hit P and then selection. So it's now separated. Let's just rename it as metal rings barrel. That is better. Let's just scale it up a bit, and let's add the solidify modifier, and let's decrease the ink thickness so it can come outside, and click on even thickness and increase the offset as you like. So keep these mine. If you want to copy my settings, you're free to do that. I'm fine. And if you want to copy the subdivision surface, it's fine too. So like this, we have finished our first part by modeling the barrel. You can now go ahead and delete those two references by hitting delete. And before ending our tutorial, let's just quickly save it by Ctrl+Shift+S, and make sure to do it as versions, like version 1. So this will be version 1 food on barrel. It's really important to make it versions and save as every single time, so it can be like a recovery blend file. So go ahead and do that. I will just review my the name I registered. So make sure to write exactly the same as I'm writing. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and this is the end today. Tomorrow I will release the second part, and it will go on like this. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.